Hi guys, it's Matthew here from Time for United. So this is my match review for yesterday's game against Fulham where we won 3-2. I mean, wow, what a game again. I mean, yeah, it had everything this game really. I'll start sort of in the first half. I'll be honest, the game wasn't really that great for the first sort of half an hour or so. Obviously, you know, we got the goal, which is good. But it just that bit of tempo that we've had in the previous sort of two games. Obviously, as I say, the Cunha. In hindsight, it wasn't at the time. I thought it was a penalty, but it wasn't a penalty. Even though we had hold of his shirt, Cunha, their centre back, and obviously then pulled him down, which was definitely a free kick. And then it was. It was a brilliant free kick by Bruno. He obviously whipped in, Casemiro scored the header. And then obviously we sort of dominated most of that rest of that half, which was good. But I felt like the tempo wasn't quite there. And then Cunha, I believe, was it the start of the second half, then scored the second goal. Brilliant finish. Casemiro, very, very good pass through to him. And you ain't stopping that. You know, had loads of power on it, and he just put it in the top roof of the net. It was good, and then they came back. I mean, for me, you guys probably agree with me. I mean, the VAR is an absolute joke. Now, I know Maguire caught him after he got the ball, but for me, he did actually touch a bit of the ball. Again, you guys may disagree with that. Let me know in the comments. But I just thought that wasn't a penalty for me. You know, I know he caught him, but he caught him after he got the ball, which to me is not a penalty. If he caught him whilst he was getting the ball, then yeah, that's a penalty, 100%. So and then we had to wait 3 minutes for them to decide whether it's bloody penalty or not, which was a joke. And then obviously they decided it was penalty. And then it was a great penalty by him. And you know, he sort of put it in the top roof of the net. Although the Mons wasn't far away from saving it, to be honest with you. And then the second goal, well, I mean, yeah, what a goal it was for them. You know, you're not stopping that. You know, it's cuts in from the left-hand side onto his right foot and then just bends it into the top right-hand corner. Brilliant goal. There's nothing you can do about that. It was just the way that's won the game, the penalty. You know, I felt like we kind of lost a bit of concentration because obviously it's waiting for the VAR and all the rest of it, which, you know, is ridiculous. And then obviously a few minutes later, obviously we break on them, and for some reason they're completely wide open at the back, and then midfield was non-existent, and Bruno sort of feints to get beyond the defender, crosses the ball in, and then Sesko takes a brilliant touch to keep the ball dead and then just puts it in the top corner. I'm really pleased for Sesko because I feel like he's done very well. Sesko, people have been getting a lot of stick for me, but I just feel like he's done enough for me. Certainly in the last few games that he's played to warrant starting him again. Really. Again, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but he does make a difference. He holds the ball up quite well. There are times where he does lose the ball, but he holds the ball up quite well, and he sort of makes sure that everyone comes into play, which obviously he did for the third goal. And then for me, I mean, to add on 9 minutes at the end of the game is a disgrace, to be honest with you. I don't know. I know obviously they took time with the VARs, but there's no way it was 9 minutes. You know, and then he decided to play another 2 minutes on the end of the game, so we went on to 101 minutes. You know, the referee in this country is a joke. You know, I mean, again, you know, you guys probably agree with me. It's been a joke for a while, for a few years at least. But yeah, no, we won the game, which is what I said in my previous video. You know, it's important that we win these type of games, and we did. No matter how we win them, we win them. You know, we should have been more comfortable in winning the game, but obviously we wasn't. So the main thing is we won the game. It gives us that more momentum. We've actually now caught up with Villa and Man City by 2 points, which I said it's possible, and I still think it's possible considering Man City have got to play Liverpool as well, which I know that's, you know, they're directly below us. But then if that's a positive, you know, if that's a draw, that's another 2 points gained on both of them if we do win against Tottenham, which I'll be doing a video later in the week for that. Then we'll really start game against. And then we got I believe we've got West Ham after that away. And obviously doing well, but it's still a winnable game. But yeah, guys. I think it was a great result. It was a brilliant finish at the end as well. We thoroughly deserved it. We really deserved to win that game. We didn't deserve to draw that game. That would have been very hard to take considering the circumstances of the game. But I mean, for me, my man of the match, it's either Casemiro or Cunha. I think for me, just because of what Casemiro did in the game, the assist, the goal, and he helps. He's back to his Real Madrid days for me. Casemiro was man of the match. We are going to miss him when he does go in the summer. We need to get someone who's got experience like he has, because I personally wouldn't let him go. I'd keep him for another year, but obviously we can't really match his wage demands, so he's going to leave. But it is what it is. Just going to have to enjoy him for the rest of the time that we've got for the rest of the season. But yeah, he's my man of the match for definite. But yeah, on to Tottenham on Saturday, early kick-off, which gives us an opportunity to close the gap even more because we play before everybody else. So that's even more of an opportunity. But yeah, guys, hope you like the video. If you could comment, share, like, and subscribe on the video, so it just helps the algorithm and helps videos out. And yeah, I'll speak to you next video.